Hello folks, today we're going to go over how to make rhubarb dump cake step by step. It's a very easy and yummy treat to make. I'm not a fan of the name, but I'm definitely a fan of the dessert. Let's start gathering everything that we need to make this. We're going to need 1 cup of sugar, 1 box of yellow cake mix, 4 cups of chopped up rhubarb, 3 ounces of cherry gelatin, 1/4 cup of butter, and lastly 1 cup of water. We're going to start off by chopping up that rhubarb that's fresh from the garden. We got a lot of green rhubarb and a few remaining red rhubarb that we're mixing in. Mix and match as you wish. Now you're going to want to grab a 9 by 13 baking dish and fully grease that on the bottom and along the sides. We are using butter here, just trying to fully cover every surface of the side and bottom. There we go. This is a good time to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Now back to the rhubarb. We're going to take 4 cups of the rhubarb that's all nice and chopped up and evenly spread that across the bottom of the baking dish, making sure that it's nice and even and spread out proportionally, just like that. So the rhubarb serves as the first layer and foundation for everything else. Alright, well let's go grab that 1 cup of sugar and we're going to bring that over to the baking dish and spread that out nice and evenly right over the top of the rhubarb, and you want to make sure that's even like so. Next we go to that cherry gelatin mix and we do the same thing. Tear that out and pour that right over the sugar, and again you're trying to make that as even as possible across the full baking dish. There we go. Now we're going to grab that yellow cake mix and do the same thing, spreading that out across the full dish. And as we're making this video, my wife let me know this is why it's called dump cake, because you're just dumping everything into the dish without much else taking place. Again, evenly apply that across the full top layer. Now let's grab that 1 cup of water and we're going to pour that gently, you guessed it, evenly across the full dish, right across the top of everything else. Just like so. Let's grab that stick of butter, cut that in half, and that'll be 1/4 cup of butter. We're going to go ahead and melt that in the microwave really quickly, just like that, nice and quick. The same procedure. Evenly spread that out across the top again. And now this dish is ready for its trip into the oven. Again, this is 350 degrees for 45 minutes. And about the halfway point, we're going to want to open that up and rotate the dish just to make sure everything is going evenly there. Around we go. Then close it back up and finish up the rest of the baking. When the full 45 minutes is up, we'll take that out of the oven right away and place that on a hot pad. And we're going to want to let this cool before we serve this. In our case, we actually prefer to have this sit overnight because on day 1 this tends to taste a little bit more sweet. When you sit it overnight, the flavors tend to be just more blended together. Alright, we appreciate you joining us today and hope that you enjoy this fine dish. You can check out some of our other recipe videos right above here by clicking on one of these videos above. You take care and be blessed.